welcome or welcome back. Today, it's still tea content, but it's also kind of food and kind of strange. So I am going to attempt to make those marbled tea eggs, but I also wanted to make a comparison video. I mean, I've seen it in a lot of places, the marbled tea egg. Could you do that with matcha? I don't know. I have pre-hard boiled 2 eggs and we're now going to test it out. It might be awful. It might be delicious. I will just say straight away that I don't actually have all of the ingredients to make the traditional tea eggs. I don't have any soy sauce or any brown sugar. So we are winging it, but we're also completely winging it with the matcha egg. So this is more just for entertainment. This is not a recipe video. This is not a how-to video. This is just a, this girl's gonna eat weird eggs. I need to fill 10 minutes of my day kind of video. All right, so let's get on with this experiment. So the first thing that all of the recipe videos I have watched say after you've hard boiled and cooled down your eggs is just to kind of crack the shell. Now, I've seen people using the back of knives, but I don't want to create more washing up than I need to. That one's cracked. I may have cracked that one a little bit too much. Right, they are both cracked. And this is what we ended up with. Whether or not they are cracked enough or cracked too much, we will find out. The next step seems to be to get your pan, usually just the one pan you would use for multiple eggs, but I have 1 egg of each variety, which means 2 pans. So get your eggs and plop them in the pan. Riveting stuff. So next up, we're going to be filling the saucepan enough to cover the egg. They don't say you need to do this, but I use Kangen water. So if you also have an magic machine, then I am using Kangen water pH 9. The next step is to add all our other ingredients. So for a traditional Chinese tea egg, from what I can gather, a lot of people's recipes change slightly, but it is soy sauce, brown sugar, which I have neither of, a cinnamon stick, star anise, and tea bags. So I can do the last 3. And for the matcha, I am just going to add some matcha powder and see what happens. Now for the traditional egg, I am going to add 1 cinnamon stick, 2 star anise, 1. How did they get these in the jar? But like seriously, how did you get in the jar? 2. Actually, I've seen some recipes do 2, some recipes do 3. Because we're not putting soy sauce in there, I'm actually going to go for 3 of these. And I am going to use Tesco Finest Assam tea bags. Now, for a supermarket brand, these are actually really good. And the recipe that I saw said to use 2 tea bags. So that is what we're going to do. I would actually recommend these tea bags. I really like Assam tea and Tesco Finest, but it's really affordable. And for our matcha egg, I'm going to use Pure Chimp's turmeric matcha. Now I've decided to use a turmeric matcha because I want to give this the best shot at being good. I don't want it to just be a video, oh, this is disgusting. I want this to taste good. And I like Pure Chimp, but I also really like this turmeric powder. I've had it for a while, but I only actually opened it last week. And the flavour in it, it's so subtle. It is 70% ceremonial grade matcha, 25% turmeric, 2.5% cinnamon, and 2.5% ginger. I drink this with oat milk and I really, really like it. So I'm going to use 4 heaped matcha scoops of that. And as you would do when you were cooking a matcha, I am going to attempt to break up these clumps. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to whisk this really properly, but I'm going to try to break up all the clumps. I'm actually really looking forward to this egg. I'm a bit dubious about this one, but obviously it is a Chinese tradition, so it must be good. But I'm super excited for the turmeric matcha egg. Now that it looks like pea soup, we're going to leave both of these on a medium-high heat for an hour. Now the initial recipe that I did see, which seemed to be the simplest recipe, said to cook on a medium-high heat for 1 to 2 hours, 2 hours preferably, but I don't really know what happened yesterday or the day before or the day before that, but I haven't actually got today's video ready, so I am aiming to record, edit and get this video up all in one day. So for that purpose, we're only going to be doing these eggs for 1 hour. But if they slightly taste good at 1 hour, then next time we'll try 2. I'm going to leave these for an hour and then I will come back with you then. I think I might have got it wrong. This one looks fine, or maybe this is just a stronger hob, but I've that's bubbling away. I have turned these down to just a medium heat, and I think I could be mistaken. Maybe it's meant to be like a medium low. So I actually left these for about an hour and a half. We are in front of the hob, if you can see the steam coming up. So I'm now I'm now gonna take these off and let them cool down. Okay, so I have cooled them down and I have peeled both of them off camera. This is what they look like. So this is our tea egg. So the tea egg has actually come out pretty well. Like, I'm actually rather impressed with myself. And then our matcha egg didn't quite turn out as well. It's not as marbled, but whether that's because this was the egg that was cracked slightly less, or if it's just because matcha wasn't the tea that was supposed to be used, we will see. I'm actually rather looking forward to trying both of these. Now we're going to start with the tea egg, just because that is the traditional way of doing this. I will mention that both of these smell super eggy, like more eggy than usual. Oh, I'm excited, but I'm a little bit scared, just staring into this deep crevice of tea egg. Oh. Well, that's really nice. Oh, I would definitely do this again, but for longer. I wouldn't say it tastes like tea. I wouldn't say it tastes like cinnamon or star anise. Well, it definitely adds a flavour and it is super delicious. I do wonder what it would taste like if you did also have the soy sauce and the brown sugar like the recipe kind of asked for. But I really liked that. If you don't like eggs to begin with, I wouldn't recommend this because it's still very eggy. It doesn't cover the taste of the egg. Now the matcha egg, to see if it did in fact make any difference to the taste. I can smell the matcha in there. I am smelling the part that had the biggest crack in it, so the matcha has really gone in. Another thing I will comment on is, because I'm sure someone will probably be watching this going, you've got matcha in boiling water. I know matcha is meant to be consumed at 80 degrees, but for the purposes, we're just experimenting. I mean, how did any new recipe come about? It's not by just listening to someone say, this is how you're meant to eat it. No, expanding. All right. This is incredible. You don't want to watch me chewing. The matcha egg was insane. And it wasn't overpowering, but you did definitely get a matcha taste. I wouldn't say it was an overwhelming turmeric taste, but it did have that savoury note. I'm happy with my choice of matcha. I would consider trying it with a straight matcha, but this was 70, picking this up, that shows you. The Pure Chimp was, I didn't take a thumbnail. Oh man. I didn't take any pictures and I didn't do a thumbnail. Oh, I only did 2 eggs. Bum. Oh, bum. Oh, bum. Bum. Oh. Oh, I've completely forgotten what I was saying. It did take on the taste from the matcha. You had that slight grassy taste that I associate with matcha, but it was so good. I did feel like it was gonna be good, which is why I wanted to do it, because a straight matcha or a matcha with turmeric, like the more savory tastes, has the savory note to it. And I really, really enjoyed that. I don't know if it is already a thing and I just haven't seen it. Possibly. I mean, it's clearly not Chinese because matcha is Japanese, but I really liked that. I would encourage you to like try that. It was really good. And I'm super bummed that I didn't take a thumbnail or any pictures. 0 pictures. Wow. Not my brightest moment. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. We are on the way to the 200 subscribers, which means we are on the way to the 1,000 subscribers, which is the goal. And I hope to see you in the next video. All right, bye.